Okay, Subaru Project Day 8. Just a quick update on where I'm at. Got the radium dual fuel pump hanger installed. And I gotta say, this made in America fuel pump hanger is absolutely beautiful. Very easy to understand and put together. Just phenomenal quality. I can't say enough good things about using this radium fuel hanger over the OEM one if you're going to run bigger pumps. Or if you're going to take the pumps out at all, it's worth getting one of those, I feel like. So again, excuse the mess. It's been kind of crazy trying to get this thing going in a short period of time. I did get this to start up last night, but it was running really, really rough. And I got two error codes. One was for the fuel level sending unit signal high. Can't remember the code number, but my fuel gauge worked just fine. So that may be related to a different issue that will resolve once I resolve the actual problem. I was not getting any fuel pressure on my access port. So here's my Cobb fuel pressure sensor right here. Here's fuel pressure regulator. And so what's going on is the way these are set up, excuse the wiring, some of it's just kind of loose right now because I've been trying something different. They originally have you, I asked Cobb and they said you could splice together these plug into the TGV. Let me start there. And they have a male and female end on each connector, or each sensor. So what they have is, Cobb told me you could plug both of them in series, both the pressure and the ethanol to the TGV. That is not the case. I was getting a good ethanol signal, but no pressure signal. So what I did is I ran the pressure signal over to the passenger side TGV and just left the ethanol plugged into the driver's side TGV, and it works. I get both signals just fine. However, I'd cranked this thing over enough times that totally flooded the engine. So, and the running rough, I believe that was due to, I had one of the coil packs swapped over here. I wasn't sure which one went to which cylinder on this side. I should have marked them before I took them out. I got in a hurry. I thought they'd be easy to identify by the length of the cable, but it's not. So obviously left and right was pretty simple to figure out because of the wiring harness. Once it's in the car, it kind of can only go one way. But once I got down to the cylinder heads themselves with the spark plugs, I think this side, the coil packs were reversed. I cannot find a color wiring diagram for the life of me on which connector wire color goes to which cylinder for this car. Found some for like Subaru Foresters and older Imprezas, but they actually have a single coil pack with spark plug leads that go to the cylinders, not individual coil packs for each cylinder. So anyways, we're very close to getting this fired up. In fact, I'll probably try it again before I leave for work here in a few minutes just to see if the engine's cleared out enough. I've cranked it over enough times, though, that the battery's getting a little low. I need to throw a charger on it. Still need to put the front bumper back on, which we'll probably have to trim the inside just a little bit to get it to clear the piping on the front mount intercooler and our crash bar, get that guy put in. And I still have to mount the gauges. I've got the gauges hooked up in the car so I can see the values, but they're just hanging loose over the steering column. So I'll get those routed up through the dash, get the bezel put in. I need to put my drain line on my AOS over here. Need to bleed it with coolant and get the coolant system all buttoned up. But super close. Just need to get this thing fired up and we can go from there. So stay tuned. This will be going this weekend and hopefully I can do a little back and forth with tailored tuning and get this guy dialed in and looking good and running good. So stay tuned.